Oldest time, we're late. What's worse is we're not going to be streaming long tonight. Sorry, my fault. In my defense, I have a lot to do. So, how are you tonight, my darling horror?
I'm good. I cooked a prime rib dinner
Ooh.
with Duchess potatoes and candied carrots.
Ooh.
And other than the fact my roast was just a little overcooked, we were good.
I don't see anything wrong with that. I personally have been running around trying to get a bunch of stuff done. I apparently now have to tomorrow go do an event. And as you all know, I'm getting ready to go on vacation.
Mm-hmm.
So it's cutting some time out of my vacation prep. But that's neither here nor there. So, what has been your week? How's your week been?
Been good. You saw the dinner. Yeah, it was pretty good. Week's been, about normal. You know how that goes. Life is what it is.
Life is what it is. It's been definitely a unique week on the interwebs. Whole lot of people have been changing their trajectory this week, to say the least.
Yeah, it's been a little rough because I know just a few too many of people of, well, not too many. I know a lot of people of a certain type of descent who are very currently, uh, what's the word? In turmoil.
Turmoil is a good word for it. I think there's several people that are going to be in turmoil. I think it's kind of silly that there's any demonstrations going on here in America.
Oh, absolutely.
I think just as it was silly when anyone outside of America did BLM protests,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's silly to do anything here because, to begin with, half the people protesting would have already been taken out by either side if they were over there.
Yeah.
And what I really don't like, and you retweeted it, several people retweeted it. It went teeny tiny in my little circle viral. Didn't go actual viral. It went my little Twitter following viral. We don't need to send a single fucking dime or troop anywhere.
Yeah. That I
Oh,
absolutely agree with.
you have no idea. Like I'm so tired of America's wallet
Mm-hmm.
having to open up for everybody. It's ridiculous. Oh, and I missed the kitten's vet appointment, by the way, guys, because
Oh, no.
there's trouble. We got denied for the house again. So now we have to do a whole skip and a jump. We're like right on the hair's breadth. So Starman and I have had a very tumultuous week. It's been very
Nice.
up and down. I took Benadryl for the first time. Like the last time I took Benadryl was when I was sick in June, but that Benadryl was 3 years expired. But I was like, I need something.
Yeah.
So it didn't really affect me. And also, I was half dead at the time, so I didn't notice. If you guys remember last week, I kind of rushed off camera quite a bit. That was because I felt that starting. In here, we discovered some things, why it's getting so bad. So I spent the last 2 days fixing this whole floor. I spent this afternoon rug washing this floor, and then Axel proceeded to pee on it. So now I gotta get 2 new litter boxes for this room. I found it was the kitten's litter box. How I found out is Friday morning, after I already felt the sinus infection kicking in, I wake up and my throat is all swollen. My uvula is swollen. I can't talk. I get to work. We're prepping for an event. Okay, it was a big event, and we were, mind you, even though we were full staff, we were only full staff if I was there.
Mm-hmm.
The owner and her husband were going to go to the event specifically because I couldn't talk.
Right.
And then I was going to stay at the restaurant with Honest Tom and Diana. We were going to do great. Okay. I knew the Benadryl would minimize, because what I did was I sucked down, because the local honey, I will tell you right now, if you suffer allergies at all, any of you, do yourself a favor. Bees, which I'm going to share. Bees have been the theme this week on Starsan's page. That's the I don't know if, did you see my videos I posted?
I didn't know.
Oh, you're going to like them. They're super cute. Okay. So, bees are the theme this week. And I've been using the honey. It was great, but it wasn't fully kicking it.
Right.
So again, I took 2 liquid gel extra strength Benadryl at work. Now, I don't know how it affects the rest of you. Horror, how does Benadryl affect you?
Depends on how much I take. Normally it doesn't do much of anything, but if I take enough, I'll fall asleep. My mother, on the other hand, goes hyper.
So, that's not a bonnet. That's her head. That's her.
No, it keeps the headphone. The headphones are just like the tiniest, like fraction of an inch too small or too big, and so it keeps the things from pushing on my head weird.
Yeah. So for me, I just don't even bother using the headphones, because after a while, it'll give me a headache. I can do it sometimes. Either way. So the Benadryl works amazing. Okay, my uvula diminished. I could talk. I was great. I start making the list for the event. We're making all the plans. We're getting all the prep. I get up. I go to wash the dishes. I'm pretty quick at washing the dishes. And this was not a lot. This is a little. We had a very quiet day. And as I'm going, you ever get a little dizzy and tired and you got to take that deep breath?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there and I went, kept doing that, because right here, you ever feel that drag forward?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, well, maybe I just need a few minutes, because Diana and my boss both were going, you sure about that? And I was like, I'm sure. So I sat for a minute. I was like, all right, guys, I just need a minute, because I was going to work through break. Normally I don't, but I was going to work through break. I look like a kindergarten teacher. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. Depends on his kindergarten teacher, I suppose.
Was she like a feminazi? Did she wear a rainbow flag? Like,
was she a bitch?
Right? Is she a bitch? Give me ideas here. But anyways, so I sat there and I put my head like this, and I kind of went into like a daze. I started drooling.
Oh no.
I was leaning forward. I hear, Cass, go home. Call Matt now. And I was like, I can do it. Just let me. No, you are going home. So I go home. And then I slept for several hours. I got up, started doing all the stuff. Ooh, you're the librarian. I'm the kindergarten teacher.
But apparently I'm stern.
She's stern but fair. Matt, someone's getting in a fight. I think Zorro's getting in a fight. Well, someone's getting in a fight because I just heard a loud growl. Please go see who it is. And so she almost wouldn't let me come into work on Sunday either, which was silly.
Wow.
But yeah, so that was the first thing. And I'm solving the house issue. And then firm but fair. Did I not say fair?
You did say fair.
I did say fair. I'm not crazy. Who does he have cornered? Orion won.
Hendrix that had her cornered first.
Uh-oh.
Hendrix and Orion had Calliope cornered in the bathroom.
Oh, great. They're working together now.
And yeah, it's just been I had to get all stuff done this week. I had to do a lot of different things, but then I went to an event with Starman. Ended up getting a tan. Then I went and filmed something special for all of you. Mm-hmm. And then I went back to work. Then I had to do a bunch of more things. And that's partially why I was not available last night. I first of all was making sure this was taken care of, because no offense to all of you, but I need to make sure that when I go on vacation with my husband to celebrate our 11-year wedding anniversary, which, by the way, I know you're going to be watching this in the future. Thank you, Choco Hooligan, for 1, sending me that lovely message, and 2, for announcing it on the Discord.
Oh,
And just a whole bunch of stuff. Orion threw me off. I knew I was up to a climax of a story, but it's gone now. But either way, so yeah, it's just been a lot of busting ass. But when I went to the event, I got to see something really cool. So every time I go to events, I end up seeing some fun stuff. So hold on, let me get onto my page. And I'm going to get the video up. Okay. I'm going to share the screen with you guys. So first of all, look at how sweet she is with her little butt shaking.
oh,
So this was at the event that Honest Tom and I went to. And the bees were in love with all the tea we made.
nice.
And because we had it in the cooler and we had to keep pulling the ice out. And so this bee was just so cute and so chill. So I got right up on her face and I started recording her. And then, where is it? This is really cool.
Ooh.
And you see right here, that's the queen. And how you'll notice, so it's called dotting or dotted. The red queen has a big, sometimes they'll have blue, green, red, but there's a big dot so that way you can see where your queen is. And this was really cool. So she was hatching. Now, the video I took was almost 10 minutes long. This is cut down.
Wolf. Oh, now they're helping her.
Yeah.
Or walking on
Right there. See where they're. She's
Something,
halfway up.
I think just the touch is encouraging to them.
Oh,
Yay! Welcome to the world.
Yay!
This was literally a small crowd of people standing and staring and watching this bee for like 10 minutes.
Aw.
We all were sitting there just watching. We wanted to see her, the exact moment she was born. And what was funny is, so I'm going over there, I'm looking because it was all local honey, because this is a jubilee that happens every year in my town. And this particular section was dedicated purely to local crafts. So there was a ironworks place, there was a woodworking place, there was local bees and soaps and things like that. And the guy that sells honey to me did not have any honey there, but other places that I've bought from before do. And as I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it, this guy sitting in the back, he goes, yeah, you know, I thought the reason I couldn't sleep was my mattress and how terrible my mattress was. Because then I started eating honey, and he looks at me and he smiles. I went, because he knew the moment I heard mattress, my ears perked up. I sold the man his mattress, his whole mattress set 4 years ago. And I
Nice.
sold the full thing, mattress, adjustable base, and he went, yes, my mattress is still good. I'm like, good. Don't scare me like that. But, and then again, I got a last minute request today, as I'm getting up and getting ready to get everything done, from my boss if I could do a catering event tomorrow. So I then had to today, she sent me the money. I had to go to Costco. I had to buy a new Costco membership. Then I had to run through Costco, and that's what I wanted to praise myself today. This is the first time, and I don't even remember how long, I went through an entire market without leaning on the carriage. Mainly because I didn't have a choice. Has anyone ever been to Costco? Have you been to Costco?
I've been to Sam's Club.
Okay. Costco's carriages literally come up to here on me. Like, there is no I cannot. I literally physically cannot lean over the carriage. It's very high up. So I could go like, this is how I could walk. And so I just clung on to dear life. And, oh, what, Rachel? Rachel. What?
No action shots running around Costco. Oh, piglets! Congratulations!
No action shots, because here's the thing. So I had to time everything out, because when she told me this, I had no plans. I said I went to Costco and spent under 100. That's a no. Because it wasn't my money, so I wasn't spending under 100. This was for an event, so it actually came out to right under budget. Like, I was very
Ooh.
proud of myself. Because she had to give me money for the membership, and then she had to give me money for the event. And so it came out to almost literally exact what it cost for both things, like a couple of change difference. So I made my way all around it, and I had to time it all out perfectly. So what happened was, I looked at the clock, I knew what Starman and I had to get done, and I knew how much art I had to get done. And I had to pat my own back, because Saturday, I can't tell you where I went yet. But just know, when you see the recording, guys, understand I had already walked a couple of miles that day. Slowly, but I did it. And then on my own, I walked through by myself with no assistance, and you'll see, because you'll see in the video. So I'm very proud of what I did, very excited. And then today with Costco. So that was it was different. I gotta say. I just want to, because Horror said when we got on screen, obviously you guys weren't there, she said she's seeing less of me again.
Yep.
So
There's definitely less of you there.
It's very weird. But I'm also working a lot. So makes sense.
Yep.
I'm getting more active. It hurts. I can't lie. It hurts. My knees are killing me from Costco. But I'm getting there. I have not named them yet, but I'm kind of fond of the idea of calling them Hammy, Porky, and Crispy. Eating them. See, I can't name what I'm going to eat. I'll number them, or I'll say the black one, or the red one, or the blue, the brown one. But if I'm going to keep them as pets, they can get a name. If I'm going to have farm animals, they cannot get a name. Because technically, pigs do nothing for you if you don't eat them. I mean, except
Yeah,
these
they do.
disposals.
I mean, pigs are just nearly as smart as dogs, so they can be trained much the same way.
They can, but I mean, who?
Hey,
has
Wookie.
Hello.
Someone who lives on a farm? Maybe? I don't know.
I will pet them for now and eat them. I can't do that. I just put a colored collar on each of them and be like, okay, Blue is going to processing. Like, I don't know.
They do. They can't. They will eat human bodies. But it's best to remove the teeth and toss those.
Yeah, they won't. As far as I know, it's the skull they can't eat.
I don't know if they can eat the skull or not, but it's better to just make sure the teeth aren't around for identification purposes.
Not that we have any intentions, YouTube.
None that I'll admit to.
None at all.
Pigs cannot fly, Marcus.
They can fly. I mean, if you throw them hard enough.
Or if you put them in an airplane.
That's true. Right. But yes, so that's why I missed the kittens vet appointment. And there's just all sorts of fun shit going on that. Orion's still breaking out in his little zit issues.
No.
Yeah, fun fact. Pit bulls and purebred dogs, plain and simple, got them skin issues.
It's a purebred dog issue in general, yeah. I am very blessed with my purebreds.
Yes. That's because yours are like they're too close to their originators to be.
Yeah. Yeah, part of why I'm very picky about my dogs too. But other than Grace being a little allergic to chicken, we don't have any issues.
No more clues. How could you send Blue to the butcher? How am I supposed to solve the mystery?
Wrong Blue.
Hi, Allison. With enough black powder, anything can fly, right? Listen.
Not wrong.
Dare to dream, guys. Dare to dream. So what animal things have you found out this week, my darling? It's been a rather slow week for me.
It has been a slow week in general. I can't say I've really found anything too good.
Damn, rough week.
Did the dogs do anything interesting? Grace is out of heat. And I'm
Excellent.
reasonably positive we don't have puppies.
I mean, that diaper was on the whole time.
Yeah, no, I switched everybody. Unless something happened when I wasn't looking somehow, like over a month before when I anticipated her breeding, her heat starting, because I started keeping them wrapped up. Poor Rudy's been wrapped up for about 2 months now because I was that nervous about it.
A 2-month long condom.
Unless something happened, we're safe. I will know for sure in a couple months, but I'm reasonably positive that we're safe. Found out there's a specific breed of Japanese rabbit that is the only one in its genus, and it's practically a living fossil. Interesting.
There's also there's an extinct breed of Japanese wolf that apparently now they're saying is like a key to the originator of all dogs. There was other things. See, Starman tags me in so much shit throughout the week. And my algorithm on Instagram keeps showing me elderly pets and breaking my freaking heart. Like, they keep showing, because I shared it once, I keep seeing people sharing this quote now. It's like, you need to remember that it's just your pet, that your pet is just your best friend for a small amount of time, but you're their best friend for their entire life. And I'm like, you need to stop that shit.
Yeah,
Like,
no, none of that, please.
none of that. Like, and then it's showing me elderly cats. There was one, I shared it. I'm already getting teary-eyed because Zorro is getting up there. He's got a fucked up tooth that's really got to come out. But let me tell you something. I am terrified to even broach the idea because he's always been a skinny cat. He is going to be 15 years old. I don't feel comfortable putting him under anesthesia.
Yeah.
The tooth is wiggly, and I am not authorizing anyone to do this, but I am half tempted to grab a wrench or just yank it. Like
Pliers. Maybe tie a string to his tooth and
I swear
the
to God.
doorknob and...
Because he's got a little sore on the inside of his lip from it because it's rubbing him. And I want to pull it out so bad. And I just...
Hey, Joker.
Be careful. You know, it only does that if you keep clicking on it. I'm just saying.
That explains why I don't see any Henry Cavill.
You do yourself a disservice.
Not into T-Rex arms.
Sinbad. Sinbad.
Uh-oh, someone's being naughty.
Standing on my keyboard. Good boy.
Of course you would, Rachel.
Orion, come here. Come around. Come on. Where are you going? There's no other way for you to go. You just want to... Orion, come here. Come here. Come on. Axel's not going to hurt you. Come on. Hup. No, you leave Sinbad alone. Over here. There's nobody up there. Up. Come here. Come on. I know.
Here we go.
Hi to everybody. Yeah.
Oh, he's a big, pretty boy.
Boy. The baby boy. I know. You pretty boy. Who needs a bath? Who needs a bath?
Might need a bath. Grace and Bruce. Bruce needs to get his first bath.
Well, he hasn't had a bath in a hot minute because he just hasn't needed it. But now, since they're coming with us on vacation, I want to make sure that they smell right, they look right. We had to get him a new harness. That was importante. I had to make sure I got Zorro new joint treats. His were a little old, so I'm starting to wonder if that's why. Because usually his joint treats really get him up and going, and they have what? Oh, babe, get me the probiotic. The probiotic for Zorro.
I don't like you sometimes.
I wanted to show you guys this. I had to test it on Zorro to see if it was true because Zorro has had rancid diarrhea.
Oh yeah, you said that.
And that's because of his hips, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also because Zorro has a tendency to eat what he's not supposed to eat. So I was like, let's see if I can help him. I am so over the moon with this product. I got to show you guys. Don't go anywhere because I'm going to put it back in a minute. This thing.
Ah, yeah, I saw that at the store.
I'm going to tell you what. Shit's beautiful.
Oh no.
Sinbad. That is beyond your weight class, sir. I can't reach him. And I he's sitting on a shelf that, guys, is not equipped for a cat his size. And he's sitting on my PS4.
Ow. That hurt.
Get the sand cat. Get the sand cat. Hand me the sand cat. Give me the boy. You.
I'll take the product.
Thank you. You, sir. No, you, sir. Wait, you're supposed to put him up on top of the cubbies or else this isn't going to work. Because Orion's stiffing his ass and he's freaking out. Abort! Matt! No.
No.
Abort!
Oh shit.
Put him on top of the cubbies.
I look away for a minute to try to ask she give you some water, and all of a sudden you're being attacked by your own cat.
Oh my god, Sinbad, so I will say this. So Sinbad, if you guys recall, has been
Hey, Randy.
positively terrified of the dogs.
Mhm.
Like, he's not been okay.
No.
I have your mom talking. So Simba has been so good this week. He's been coming out. He's been standing in front of them. But then Orion's like, hi. You look real pretty. And so Sinbad goes from I'm okay to
Not so okay.
okay. And so he'll be sitting there and Orion's just like right up on him. Right. And so he goes, like, starts hissing, starts spitting. Like right now, he's getting down, he's standing right in front of Orion. And Orion is going to be just, sir, 1, 2, go see daddy. Go see daddy. Matthew, call your giant son. Buzz him, and if he doesn't listen, you got till the count of 1, sir. Well, 3, actually. 1, 2. Go ahead, light him up. That is not lighting him up, sir. That's vibrating him. Buzz,
Just electrocute the damn dog.
Spark him already. And in case you're new around here, Orion is a working class dog. If you didn't notice him on camera, he is a 110-pound pit bull. He is not a normal dog. And Orion has only learned, sir, I swear to God, Matt, give him a warning. Smart boy. Dee Dee Mao. Orion only learned, I discovered the hard way. He's only learned, put her on top of the fridge. She ain't going to shut up otherwise. As you guys can see, it's been hectic around here. Penny's taken to hiding again. And if you all remember the last time she hid, she starved herself. And I had to force feed her for 2 weeks. and she was great. Orion, you cruising for a bruising. Go. This boy gonna be dead. I discovered that, and this happens with certain working class dogs. Some dogs need corporal punishment in order to learn. It sucks, but it's true. Orion is one of those dogs. I did not this time, Fae Queen. I figured it out this time. And so the problem that we have is someone in this household keeps forgetting to put on the collar. And so when he doesn't have his collar on, he gets running around without it. And so, boy, good boy.
Hey, Esteban.
Sinbad, can I ask you a question? Why are you cornering yourself over there where you know he's going to come and sneak up on you? Orion, gentle. Gentle.
Which one was this?
I know, you got to see him. Aren't you happy? Good job. Now leave the tiny child alone.
Wait, what's that?
Hi, Esteban.
Orion's been quiet.
But yes, so Sinbad's trying really hard, and Orion is trying really hard to fuck it all up. So,
Yes, listen to Sleazy and smash the like button.
boy,
My problem is Sydney. I'm trying so hard to get him to somehow positively associate with the collar, but he sees that thing and he immediately hides. I don't even have to put it on him, and he runs.
it's hard to do. Like, Orion gets excited for the collar. Like, he usually jumps up. He is ready to play. He likes it. But this is what it is. Hold on.
Just a little light dog beating.
You know, hence why everyone's like, "Oh, you beat your dog." Trust me, I've tried. It hurts. And oh, other fun fact. I don't know if you guys noticed the lack of lighting.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
The cats ate it.
Damn cats. The puppies aren't even out. Or the kittens aren't even out. So
Oh no, this is just my adults. I have 10-year-old cats that act like kittens. So now, on the list of things Star Son has to replace, rice cooker, microwave, LEDs, chair, car, tires. Let's just keep tacking up the prices. They ate
meanwhile, she still wants to
LEDs
buy a house.
on top of buying the house. Exactly. But anyway, so,
Did you get the new tennis shoes though?
yes. She got 2 pairs.
Oh.
And I'm wearing the high heels right now because I'm sitting in the broken chair. So I ain't getting my ass up to show you. But I got this pair of sneakers, okay? And this pair of sneakers, can you upgrade my husband to the model that listens? I am
There is
sorry,
no such thing.
the warranty does not kick in until at least 30 years of usage by the model. So you have to wait until the 30 years usage kicks in. Then your warranty will start to work and you will be able to get it to function fully as the ears will suddenly open up. Now, we will warn you, the lower parts will start to function slightly less and it will be less frequent, but that's because blood flow has returned to the head. Oh, I hope that doesn't kill them. No. They number one, they'd already halfway destroyed it by pissing on it, and then they just took it out the rest of the way. We found out the hard way because Starman was pulling it because I had it around the entire back wall over here, right? So I had this entire back wall all over here lined. Well, see right there where the water dish is?
Mm-hmm.
Right over there in the corner, right over there. Someone had gone over there and chewed it in half. because I was trying to pull it up off the walls. And that's when it just went, boop! Okay. And sorry, I got a streamer to watch your water talk video. Oh, really?
Nice.
Black cats. That's an awfully long video.
It's a good video though.
Oh, thank you. I was actually really proud of the intro. And I've been requested, and I think I just might end up doing it. Star tagged you to see my future bacon. I've got to turn those little videos I made into shorts.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to think it's true. I need them to know it's sarcasm. That's the other problem there. I need them to understand sarcasm.
I don't know. Maybe you should just start real water talk.
It's in, right? Well, somebody on that video requested that I make bottles, and that's the other thing. You don't even know this. I have a small announcement, guys. I'm gonna announce it on the next video. My patrons already know, and my channel members already know. Give me a moment. Let me see if I've got it. Yep, I do. Hold on. I think you guys are going to be happy.
Woohoo! That is great.
Finally up. And they go up to 5x.
Nice.
So, and you guys had asked me, because I showed you the patterns. So you have got night mode, twilight mode, and lo-fi mode if you like my emblem and you want to wear it. And there's a smaller version of it on the back as well.
Very cool.
I do not have the credits to order any right now. The other thing I'm worried about is it looks like the pattern doesn't show up quite enough.
It does look a little faded.
So I don't know
Or
how to
faint.
thicken the line. Yeah. I don't know how to thicken the lines on that. But
I don't know what you're using, so I don't know.
I mean, I did Clip Studio and then I uploaded directly from the computer. Like there was no switching up of anything. I used the Orion, get out of that litter box. What do we know? Now you know. If you paid attention, Edie. Yes, the store is officially open. It is live, but I'm not gonna fully announce it until obviously my next video.
Mhm.
But if you guys really like my stuff, if you really like the political crossdresser, your letter is never coming. If you do like my emblem, I'm personally obviously going to be partial to it. But
Can't imagine why.
honestly, some of the stuff I'm going to put up on the store is going to be purely for me to order and have. Let's just be honest. You can buy it if you want, but I'm doing it for me. I'm so excited that your store is up. I'm definitely going to buy some shirts when I get the chance. I know how to thicken the lines with a different program. I probably should learn. I have a very bad habit, guys. Here's what I do. I throw myself into something and I tinker with it. Who needs tutorials? I'll figure it out eventually. So
You see, I'm the opposite. I'll go and I want to do this thing. I don't see how to do it, and I'll go look for a tutorial immediately.
So here's the crazy thing. I took the direct scans
Mhm.
and I put them into Clip Studio and I fixed the lining, and the
Nice.
lines came out terrible. So then I had to go back, get them from my phone, and edit them on my phone, and they came out cleaner.
Weird.
It's so crazy. But I'm really proud of it. Without saying too much, this is how I wanted the shirts to look, and these were the colors I wanted them to be available in.
Very
I
cool.
wanted each one to be available in a pumpkin orange, a mustard yellow, for lack of a better term, like a Frankenstein green and an autumn red. I wanted those colors, and then a black. Instead, I got sent it in a white, and I was not happy. And between you and I, guys, someone changed the color on my Dracula. And that is not how I intended it to look. So he is back to being his proper color. I will
Yay.
say he kind of melts a little bit in some of them, but I don't give a shit. These are the colors that I want. So I tried to keep them Halloween-y, so that way they were great options. So each of these comes in Halloween orange. That is faux show. And then as for my logo shirts, like the lo-fi one comes in a bunch of pastels, but then it also comes in black. All of them have every shirt with the exception of, and this might come in black too. Yep, all of them come in black, but it's
You really can't see it in black.
you really can't see it, but I still figured because I need to make a white version of it.
Yeah.
But so what you guys think?
I think it looks great. I
Very
think it's sad that I'm a little broke right now.
right. I did the minimum amount on each shirt. This is for me to at least make a profit.
Right.
But this is all through Fourth Wall, guys.
Hmm.
I didn't have to pay for any of this. I'm very, very lucky they invited me.
Nice.
And I got to edit all this again for free. But
Very
what's
cool.
really cool is Fourth Wall. Like, let's say you come on, but you don't have a lot of money, but you want to support me. You can literally just give me money. Like,
You hear that, guys? You can just go give her money right now if you want to.
I think it's kind of crazy. Now, I haven't tested this out. I want to see something. It's supposed to take me to my... Oh, it does take me to my YouTube. Okay, good.
Just doesn't on our end. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you click this visit channel, it takes you to my YouTube. I don't know why it does the shop now. It's probably because I only have one collection.
Mm.
But the reason why I brought this up is because somebody suggested I make water bottle designs.
Mm.
And I am thinking about it. She's got a one of them she wants me to make is Water Lovers Matter, which I'm certainly gonna do it, but I don't like the full selection. What's really cool about this website is, like, let's say I decide I love a certain style of water bottle
Mhm.
and I want to sell that style of water bottle. I can order it and I can just say, hey, I have this item here. I'll ship it out myself. But considering I'm a broke bitch, even though I do have some overhead here. No. So, I just want to show that I've been very productive this week.
You have been.
I must say that. But not productive enough. Oh, wow, that's nice. I put my store on Etsy as a week ago. So I made any announcements. I only paid 20 cents. Right, same thing.
Correct.
My Etsy store is still sitting empty because I do not have the time to post all the stickers and things that I have. Plus, we've got to see if anyone's even interested. Like, one of the reasons I was okay with doing this, guys, is because this costs me nothing.
Right.
I have no idea if any of you are actually interested in my artwork or my merchandising. I've had a couple of my most loyal folks ask me, but that's been it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, part of me wonders, am I doing this just because it's expected of me? But then I remember I do a lot of artwork, so I should be trying to make merchandise, the whole thing. But either way, I was really appreciative. This is the first company that's reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
Hasn't been a scam of any kind. Granted, they're not giving me any money, but they're giving me the chance to make money.
Yeah.
So I take what I can get. You know what I'm saying, Miss Horror Emorata.
I do indeed.
But anywho, so I don't know how much longer we want to go on, but is there anything you wanted to talk about this week?
Quick, fall asleep. They'll stop noticing you.
There's gotta be something cute we can talk about.
No, I feel like I saw something and I thought in my head, I want to talk to Star about that. And then I didn't make a note or anything.
How dare you? Oh, Esteban, you are a top commenter in my YouTube. It's got a little emblem next to you. A little purple thingy.
Oh.
You know, I haven't checked my members in a while. Oh,
I'm
I got
still
a
working
new
on my finger.
member.
Congratulations.
Why are they yellow?
I don't know. Maybe they like yellow.
Oh no, I know why. That's the first level. Okay, so I got a new one. I didn't even know. YouTube doesn't. I don't like that part of it.
Hmm.
YouTube doesn't tell me I got new members. So, and it's hard to see it because it's like buried in the earnings. And especially because I'm mostly on my phone.
Yeah.
So, here's what ends up going down. I make a video and then I do the thank yous. And then afterwards, I'm like, oh shit, that's not up to date. Like, I've missed Marsha twice.
Oh.
And I feel so bad.
There's no way to pull like a list or something?
Well, what I'm gonna have to start doing is like I have come to the conclusion my endings are too long. You know, when I first did them, they made sense. I didn't have as big of an audience, so
Yeah.
I no longer ending people wanted to listen.
Yeah.
I'm at the point now I'm going to do just the thank you with just the words because me talking it out takes forever.
Right.
You don't get notified if the user has their list private. I didn't get notified for any of them, and not everyone has. It's weird, dude. I don't get it. I just don't get it. Like, it has to show you have them, and it does tell me I have them. I don't get a notification for it, so it's weird. I never knew that. I'm just happy about. Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably because you're always on the live streams. Honestly. Hi, Diane. That was a sad thing. My in-laws were supposed to come, and then they couldn't. Duggery tore his meniscus.
Aw.
And then poor Diane, she has pneumonia.
Oof.
So everyone in the chat, say hi to Diane. Tell her feel better.
Feel better, Diane. That sucks. Pneumonia's awful.
Matt's grandma is out of the hospital, though. She's out of rehab. She's in recovery. I don't know if I told you guys, she busted her hip.
No.
And yeah, it's been a very tumultuous week.
Yeah.
For us over here in the Star House. Been a very tumultuous one.
I'm glad it seems to be, well, with the exception of the pneumonia there, to be on the upswing.
Well, what I did was, originally I intended to do a lot more before they came, but since they didn't come, I used the time that I was going to spend with them to clean the house.
Oh, that's good.
Because I told Starman, I was like, I want to come back to a clean house. As clean as possible.
Yeah.
And so that's what we've been doing. Because on top of that, my dad is going to be here while we're gone. The dogs are not going to be here. It's not always, I've missed a few. That's not the same thing. Yeah, she's got pneumonia. I thought it was 3 times, Di.
Ooh, twice?
She had twice.
Oof.
And they still haven't figured out how she's getting it. Deeply annoying.
I'll feel better soon.
Oh, and then Matt's stepdad is back in for chemotherapy. So just the whole thing.
Hey, Metastep, thanks for stopping in.
Hello, Meta. On the plus side, guys, that baby's getting bigger.
Ooh.
We find out what kind of baby it is.
Hopefully human.
Well, the baby, we can always pick out its primary characteristics, but we're going to let the baby decide. You know, you don't want to ever force it.
Yeah.
You have to, you know, stick to patriarchal standards.
Oh, God.
What that baby? Oh, that's right. You guys don't. Some of you don't know. I did announce it. My brother and my sister-in-law are expecting their first baby, and Diane, when I tell you I just made the store, we're talking like a day ago. I stayed up till like 1 a.m. designing everything. I was supposed to be editing a video, and then I was like, well, I want the shirts on the video. And then I realized if I'm going to edit the video, I have to edit the intro where I introduce the store. That means the store has to be up for me to do that. And so I was like, okay, so I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to screen record. You want one? Diane, my darling, my mother dear. Store is ready. Here, hold on. You know what? Oh, that one. I was hoping. No, trust me. I would love for a little starling in the household, but we all know those chances are slim to none, guys. But here's what I will do. Hold on, chat. I'm gonna post this for anyone who wants to at least add it to their favorites or put be like me and put the link in one of 73 tabs. You know, like me. I've been working on a video off and on today. My 5-mile hike and all the mushrooms I collected. Ooh, meadow
Nice.
mushrooms. Oh, and also Black Cats. What streamer? I'm curious. I want to see the reaction.
As I spilled water all over myself.
Right, Diane? Because we all know that it's pretty much just me and Matt, the hopes for the kids.
Yeah.
None of his brothers or his sister are ever going to want to have kids. They've made it very clear. None of them. Now, down the line, who knows? Can't count the number of couples that got purgs after they thought it was impossible. Listen, I don't want to be no 43 and pregnant, okay? We're just going to be honest. At that point, ovaries are closed. Because my ass is tired already, and I'm only 36. I'll be exhausted by then. No, the idea is that Starman and I are going to look into adoption. And we're going to give it the old college try either way. I mean, keep trying. It's not working. But, I guess we'll just have to keep trying.
It's not like the practice hurts anybody.
Right? Might hurt the hip a little bit. But you know what? That's what naproxen is for.
You just adjust a little and you try again.
Exactly. Get a pillow. Stretch it out. Limber up.
Mhm.
Right. And so... for me, I don't want to get pregnant at a quote-unquote advanced age. Technically, anytime after 34 is a risk to the baby. So I'm already in the phase where I did not want to be pregnant. But if I did get pregnant, I would not be upset. Anytime after 38, I'm going to be upset. And it's no offense to anyone that's waiting to have kids. That's just how I feel about it. Because my ass already tired now chasing after dogs and cats. Don't stick a toddler in here. I'm going to need a rolly chair. I won't be able to keep up. I was proud walking through a market today, guys. I mean, come on. I am's what I am's. I knows what I am's. Hi, Akuma. Actually, Liko. Hi, Liko. But that's just me. My mom was 30. And listen, I don't fault anyone. I love anyone's here. But the thing is, for me, I was born to parents that are older. My mother's already gone, and my dad is in his mid-70s. Any child I have is not going to know their grandmother, and is not going to have enough time to really know their grandfather. They're only going to know everyone else. Half my family's dead. Not just the direct family, but the indirect family. I have an uncle in hospice. My aunt is in her mid-80s. And my other aunt we don't talk to. And my other uncle is all the way out in Rhode Island. I don't talk to any of my cousins except for one. And the entire side of my mother's family is La Croche or La Croche. We don't talk to them. So the only reason I'm even comfortable thinking about having a kid is because I'm very lucky for several reasons. Now, not just Diane, not just Doug, her husband, and Cheryl and Mike. The thing is, at the end of the day, they are still all the way up in New England. That's a lot of travel. I know that no matter what child I have will have a cousin. Direct, close, there all the time. And the thing is, I'm very lucky to have inherited another set of in-laws. My sister-in-law's family really they love us. They consider us family, which I try to explain to other people that's not very usual. Like, have you ever heard anybody in chat, if you have a sibling who gets married, do you know their parents? Your in-laws' parents? Can you honestly say that you hang out with them, spend holidays with them? Because I've never heard of that before. I understand spending, like, in the instance of horror, I could see her going to, theoretically Sheep's family, or Sheep going to her family. You ever heard of going to Sheep's brothers-in-laws?
Yeah, actually,
Like, you have?
I have. I know some strange people.
That's what I'm saying. It's not usual, though, is it? Someone once got offended that I said at 36 I'm too old to have more kids. She had hers in her 40s. Right. Just as their right to they can have theirs in their 40s, I have a right to think that it's too old.
I will say some of us haven't had the opportunity.
I tried. I gave it the old college try. And so it's like, I don't fault anyone that wants to. My brothers-in-laws are in Asia. My sisters are Patty and that's bad. Where'd you go?
I just had to turn off the camera a second.
Oh. I was like, I blinked and you were gone. And so I gotta go. I hope you ladies have a lovely evening. I think we'll have a lovely evening. But whatchamacallit. But yeah, so it's like, I'm very lucky that I have people that would be there for the kid. But that's if I get the opportunity to have a kid. I still don't have enough room in this house. No matter what, I will have to expand. That's the other sucky part.
Yeah.
So it's like, and I already decided, I don't know if I talked about this last week with you guys. So before I was really gung-ho on like inheriting my parents' stuff. Because it's my parents. Now I'm at the point where if I don't get any kids, I just want to give everything to the baby.
Yeah.
That's where I am at this point. I would much rather my brother's kid, whether it's a boy or a girl, it'll decide. I would rather have the kid get all of that stuff. So that way they get to see all those things. I thought Horror's Connection got fucked up. Hi, Toasty. Yeah, I am thinking of that. But that also scares me. What do you think about that?
I think it's great. Honestly, when it comes to adoption, everybody wants a baby. And there are so many kids out there who could use a good home.
It's true.
And at 12 or 13 years old, yes, they're going to have problems, but that just means they need that much more love.
That's true. I guess I just worry because, like, so I don't want to speak too deeply on it, but I have someone I know who has a horror story. The kid turned out very violent towards her, and I just
It happens, yeah.
and they're still fighting about it now, and that's the worry I have. I don't know. It's probably just me being too scared.
Well, I mean, it is. It's no different than adopting an adult animal, other than it's a kid.
Right.
But you still run into a lot of the similar issues where you have behavioral issues that may or may not be able to help them with. But at the same time, since they are a person, you stand a better chance of reasoning and discussing with enough help.
I agree. And I do think that that's something that Starman's really good at. He's really good at helping out with kids. But see, Pluribus, I wouldn't want them out at 18. I'm very much my mother's daughter in that sense. You staying until you're secure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that doesn't mean you don't participate. And I think you and I talked this before. Like, if you're going to be in the house as an adult, you're going to get a job. You're going to tell me your goals, your plans, all that. Like, I'm so when I got denied for the loan, guys, I was so mean to Honest Tom. But I wasn't mean in a mean way. He came over and I was like freaking out. And I turned to look at him like, don't you be like me. It was so bad. Horror. It was so bad. I'm like, you got all ahead of you. That's why I'm so bad about your money. I'm telling you, you gotta save up this. I want you secure. I don't want no dusty bitch coming along and seeing you got all that money and taking all your money on you. You better have your own place, your own car. And I went off. Just laughs. But I because like I see kids like him, and if I could adopt Honest Tom, I would tomorrow. Oh my god! That is what I want in a kid. I want a kid just like him. And I know that's maybe selfish, but it's true. I have a cousin who adopted a teenager when she was 30 and was a grandma at 35 through him. I have a friend who's a grandma now, and she's younger than me.
Oh gosh.
So her husband had kids from a marriage before, and her stepdaughter is like 19 or 20 and just gave birth to her first kid.
Oh no.
I keep calling her Grandma Lou. She's like, shut up, I'm not a grandma. I'm like, actually,
I mean,
you are.
technically, I mean,
She got so mad. I kept saying it for like the first 2 months when they announced the pregnancy. I was like,
grandma.
it took her forever to understand that she was a mom to because like the thing is the girls had a mom, but then the girl's mom endgamed herself.
Mm.
So again, it's like, I don't know. It's like Pluribus said, I very much am aiming for an older kid. There's just several things that worry me.
Well, and if you start maybe a little younger, 8, 9.
But my other worry is because in order to adopt a kid in my price range, which is 0, you have to foster to adopt. So the big stoppers are I adopt a child, right? Or I foster a child. We bond. We love. And then his crackhead or her crackhead parents suddenly get all fixed up and decide they want to be parents again. Guess what I have to do? I just have to give them back.
But that doesn't mean you still can't participate in their life.
Actually, it does.
Even if the kid wants you to?
Sometimes it
bullshit.
means I can't be around the kid because it'll mess them up and like there's all these rules about it and it's so ridiculous. And so it's like, because it's up to the parents. The parents can say, no, we don't want you around our child anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody can say anything about it. Because, I mean, imagine if you're someone who was a drug addict, right? You were such a shitty parent, the state took your kid away for 5+ years. Now you've become a good parent again, and the person who raised your kid is still in their life.
Mm-hmm.
I could only imagine it being competition and these people being insecure around that person. It's a tale as old as time. And so it's like, these are things that I think about. Partly why it is much easier to adopt a cat or a dog. I mean, once you got them, you can take them. They yours. You didn't get the home loan? Not yet, Di. I'll fill you in sometime this week. I'd wanted to tell you guys about it when you were here, but it's kind of why I was waiting for all that so we could go over all the details, because I know you guys, let me tell you something. These two, my father-in-law and stepmother-in-law, are they detail-oriented? God. And so I need to make sure I've got all my P's and Q's before I tell them anything, because sometimes I don't know all the details. And like, what about this? And I'm like, hold on. I don't know. And so, Penny, shut up. She's been snatching our ears off all week. And a pain in my butt.
She knows you're getting ready to go somewhere.
I feel like they do know.
They do. I don't care what anybody says. They definitely know.
Like, I don't know how, because like, I haven't pulled out the suitcase. And sometimes I go into a cleaning spree. Like, out of nowhere. I'll be like, you know what? Let's just clean the whole house. Like, a couple of months ago when I was stressed, so I decided I'm going to clean out the pantry.
That wasn't even a few months ago. That was a couple of weeks ago.
No, it was a few months ago.
Was it a few months ago?
Yeah, I think it was July. Isn't that crazy, dude?
I don't think it was July. I swear it was. I swear it was in August. Then again, I'm not good at time. Time is not my friend.
August was 2 months ago now. Because the whole September happened. You're like, hold on. That's true.
It's only the second week of October. That barely counts.
It's close. Listen, before we know, we're going to blink and we're singing freaking Christmas songs, and then we're going to sneeze and we're saying Happy New Year, and then we're going to take a deep breath, and suddenly we're singing Easter hymns. So I'm just saying, like, this year's going by fast.
Wait, there are Easter hymns?
Yes. Well, for Catholics.
Yeah, I've never gone to church on Easter. Oh,
Bro, you ever heard of
I might
Easter,
have.
Easter Vigil? So there's the midnight mass at Christmas,
I've done that,
and then
and I had to leave because they were using way too much incense.
yeah, they always they go overboard with the myrrh, and the frankincense. But let me tell you something.
It was killing my allergies.
Imagine that, but with candles and darker, like they darken the room.
So a dark migraine?
At least you won't have the light sensory issue.
True.
I am putting out all those pros. That's me, positivity. And
There's many reasons I can't be Catholic. One of them, incense.
so I always loved it. And I would sit there. This is the ADHD in me. If he didn't click the chain when he would do it. So if you guys don't know, whenever they do they bless the communion, which is the little wafers that you put on your tongue, the priest goes around with incense and he shakes the incense burner, and it's a big, imagine like one of those old iron lanterns on a very long chain. Okay. And he goes around, he goes, and he's singing the hymns in Latin, and he's going off. And if he does not clink it twice on that downturn, because he swings it and then he clinks it twice and swings it and clinks it twice. And let me tell you something that fascinated me as a child. I looked forward to that moment. Again, they caught me staring at a light bulb once. So I was sitting there, and sometimes he wouldn't clink it twice, and that would piss me off. Like, he's not doing it. Nah, he's not doing it. Not doing what? Never mind. You don't understand.
He skipped part. It's not blessed right.
I promise I'm completely normal. I grew up fine. And it's just like, so little things like that. And I forget, was it on here? I was talking religion last week, but I don't remember what stream. No, because we talked about relationships.
We were in relationships, yeah.
We were in marriage land last week.
Oh, yeah.
On my stream on the Tuesday, which, by the way, we will be streaming tomorrow. We're going to be streaming earlier if I wake up, because I got a lot to do tonight. As a matter of fact, we're going to be cutting this one off in a little bit because I got so much to do. But whatchamacallit, when we got on there, we just started talking, and Chaka was like, I've never heard you talk about religion. I'm like, well, frankly, and I said this before, it's like, I have felt my whole life, I've been standing at the shore screaming at all these boats, and everyone ignored it. And now suddenly all of them are coming into port. And the problem is, so many of them are new boats, new rules. They're just learning about all of it. So sometimes talking religion with them, it's a little weird. They're still learning a lot of stuff. And I still find out that even amongst the people on my side, I'm still not popular because nobody likes the Catholics. So I'm still the outcast.
Catholics I know are Democrats. It's so weird.
That is so weird. We have had, I remember back when we were still in Rhode Island, and I loved my church. They started talking about voting Democrat at the pulpit. And I was like, what? Oh, just talking of voting. When I was going to the festival, at the end of my road, there was a guy with a whole little Trump setup. He was selling everything MAGA, and I was so mad. I was going on vacation. Because I wanted to buy shit. I was like, I leaned out the window. I was like, 2024. He goes, you know it, girl.
No, Sheep and I were at a gun show. And it's fun going to the gun show with Sheep because, well, for one, he's the only person that looks like him in the room.
Oh, no.
So you can't really lose him. It's great.
Stop it.
But at the same time, you know, other than someone maybe looking a little longer than normal in most people, I mean, it doesn't really affect anything.
Huh?
Yeah. Like, he might get a second glance or something, but it doesn't really affect much of anything otherwise. But we're walking through, and I mean, you're aware of our political leanings. And we walk by the Republican desk and the setup because they have oddly enough, not a Democrat one. But yeah, so there's we walk by the Republican desk and we stop and they say hi and then she asks him if he's registered to vote and he goes no and she's like can you come back because I don't have any I don't have any paperwork.
Oh my god.
And we're like, yeah, because he really doesn't have any intent to. And so.
Oh, I'm ready to. Oh, I am so ready to cast my vote this year. You don't understand.
I understand. I understand why people are where they are. I get it. I am sympathetic to the issues. However, I'm really tired of ending up in the same place and people sitting there telling me I have to vote for this one because it's going to change anything and nothing fucking changes.
Oh, I'm
That's
not
kind of where I
telling you
am.
to vote at all because at this point there's so many. I know we all know who I'm voting for, and I will tell you I'm excited for like because what I find hilarious. Did anyone else notice that Biden had to eat crow this week? It was the most glorious of crow.
I didn't even.
I'm not building one more foot of that wall. Biden's trying for 20 more miles of wall.
Yeah, no, I remember that. And then they come out and say, "Oh no, we're not building more wall."
Even though they are. Oh, and did you also hear? I don't know if you guys know. So the Democrats may not be deporting, but guess who is? Mexico. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Mexico has now signed in new rules. If you come to Mexico for sanctuary and claiming you require it, and you bypass more than 2 countries to get there, your ass is going back. Because
Nice.
Mexico's saying, if you're still coming through because you want to go to America, then you don't want sanctuary. You just want the free ride.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know you're not voting. How do you not know I'm voting for Trump? I just got through saying I want to buy the Trump shit. It isn't 1 more foot. It's 20 miles more. Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Penny's, I don't know if you guys can hear her.
No, we
that
can't.
yelling is Penny.
No, we actually can't hear her, so we just hear you yelling at her.
Well, technically, I turned off the microphone. You couldn't hear it.
Well, we couldn't hear it before either, though. But this wall's a good wall because the right people are building it right.
Right. There's a meme going around on YouTube in someone's community page. I don't know who. And it shows Trump pointing at the wall and it says racism. And then it shows Biden pointing at the wall and says not racism.
Yeah, I shared that one.
I like that one a lot. And it's just, but did you hear? So here was something crazy this week. So Trump was on an interview recently, and apparently Trump just discovered AI. And he like about him. He said it was really disturbing because it was a video of me and it was my voice. He goes, but I didn't say that shit. You can buy Trump stuff without voting for Trump. I think we all know if I'm going to put my money somewhere, I'm going all in. Have we not learned my loyalty issues here, guys? Because I think it's time they went to bed, babe. I got another message. So I did I tell you guys at the last event I was at, my second boss, when I talked to her?
No, you haven't told us that you talked to her again finally.
Okay, so she walks up to me. She's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I was like, "Hi, where you been?" She's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "You told me you wanted the contract. I told you I was ready to make an offering. You said you weren't interested." She goes, "That wasn't me." She goes, "I don't remember saying." I'm like, "It's there in black and white." Yes, you did. And so she's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I wrote that. I didn't mean to write that." Well, so here's what I did. I made a very clean and clear thing. We weren't getting a lot of business that day. Clearly, I was videotaping honeybees instead of selling shit.
Obviously.
So I said to her, "Well, here's the deal. and I made my offer. I was like, I'd work at the restaurant Wednesdays and Thursdays, so that way, the owner could have those days off. They're usually slow. Me, Honest Tom, and Diana would work. Okay. I said, and then the rest of the week, I would be you. I said, the only thing that I would need is Tuesday afternoons to stream. I said, and if need be, I can switch that to late in the night. I was like, so all you need to do is tell me. And then I gave her the price, which I said $2,500. Now, to be your all day long video recorder, editing everything, running all your social media, doing all the different things, I thought that was a reasonable thing. I would take 2,000, but I thought 2,500 was a very reasonable thing, considering the high end people are 8,000. And I already run a social media network, which honestly, at this point, I've already realized if I really dedicated it, I could make a decent living. It would not be killing it. It would be essentially what I already earn at the restaurant.
Right.
Because I make enough now with just 1 to 2 videos a month, what I wasn't even making with 4 videos a month before.
Wow.
So they've definitely, ever since I think it was either Keemstar or Repsion, one of them
No,
said
it's the Repsion because you've talked about it before.
right. Ever since I did that, my pay has gone exponentially up. I'm making at least double what I used to make, which is great. So I know if I put in enough time on the how much is shipping on the shirt, I have no idea. I didn't check. It's so how the shipping works is on my shirts, it's a drop ship kind of situation. So what that means is, let's say you're in Arizona and you really want it. They're not going to print it here in North Carolina and then ship it to Arizona. They'll find a printer closer to Arizona and ship it from there. And it ships worldwide, so they do the exact same thing if you're in Australia, if you're in Canada, if you're in China. Well, probably not China. But the point is they would find a printer. They would find a printer close to it. And I picked a shirt that I know from when I worked at No System. It's the Bella Canvas 3000. It's a very popular shirt. When it's just the regular flat colors, it's always 100% cotton. And then if they do the heather, I think it's a polyester blend of 50-50. It does, I will say this, it's really good. They detail it all below in the sizing chart and everything whenever you click on a shirt. I just came back from tuning in my Halloween lights off and I had a gecko run across my hand. But even Stevie Wonder could read those lips and expressions. Silvar's a little behind in this chat in the chat. But anyways, what was I talking about? Shit.
You were talking about your second boss.
Oh yeah.
Former, maybe, I don't know. We hadn't got that far.
It was 2 or 3 weeks ago that I did that event.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of days ago, I get a message on Facebook. Hey, when can I pick up the equipment?
Okay.
Not a word about the contract. Mind you, she came onto my Facebook and congratulated me about my brother and sister-in-law's pregnancy. So at this point, I don't know what to do. So I have just conveniently not seen the message yet because I'm going to focus on what I'm doing right now. And I'll answer her afterwards. So just give it and I'll give up. Because I gave her what she wanted. She said, I love what you do. I just need more of you. Okay, I gave it to you. And so
for someone who supposedly is successful as she is, she doesn't seem very...
That's the worst thing. I can see it happening. I still have access to stuff. I know it's... I know for a fact I've met the people. I've seen the business side. I saw... When I tell you she is inundated all day long with proposals and business meetings and messages from all these people who make heaps of money, I know it exists. I just... my boss's husband believes, personally. I think so, Diane. I think he's I think she's... Well... Let me put it this way. My mother-in-law said, stringing along. I personally believe, because my boss's husband said this to me, I think it's true. I think she thought, she does really like what I do. I think she felt that my loyalty to the restaurant is a detriment. I think she wanted me to see the success I could get and drop the restaurant completely. to work with her,
Mm.
which I don't deny I could probably do. But
Your friend needs you, and
it's that, I mean, what I just get to talk about earlier about when I nearly passed out.
mhm.
There's a reason I'm loyal to people. My boss, she is my friend, but I don't want to use her name. My boss is very loyal to me. She is helping me buy the house. She is doing a lot. Now, granted, I have to exchange money back to her, but as long as she can do it, like as long as she has the capability, she just does it. She's one of the first friends in my life where there is literally no Cassie does it, Cassie does it, Cassie does it, and then no one cares when Cassie's not saying you die. I'm just saying. When Cassie's in trouble or when something's wrong with Cassie, she's just like, you need help.
Yep.
All right, I'll help you. That's it. She's just how she is. Like I said, she'd lend me a car to use for an indiscriminate amount of time if I needed to. She'll help me do A, B, and C. She's a good person. And I know that she would never let me down. And what my second boss is doing, she'd never do.
Mhm.
And so it's like, on top of that, we genuinely love each other. Like, so I understand that maybe you want all of my attention. Maybe I'm too much money. I don't know what the real reason is. But there's too many benefits and too much good going on working where I'm working to risk it. Because again, at the same time, if I screw up even a little bit, I know she will drop me like that.
Yep.
And I can't risk that.
Yeah. And that's not a secure situation for you, even if it is more money.
Right.
So
overall, this is a much more secure situation. And again, I've already talked to my boss, and we are trying to figure out a way that I can put more time into here while it being also beneficial for the restaurant. So I think I talked about before is like we're trying to amp up the restaurant's social media, which can really help you. Like, I will tell you right now, you have stability. Exactly, Diane. Main thing is I've got so much stability. I know exactly where to go. I know exactly what to do. I can run small catering events completely on my own, which I'm doing tomorrow.
Mhm.
And it's like they're not technically my employees. I'm her assistant, so I'm a manager, but I'm a manager without much authority. I'm someone who passes along the orders. That's
Yeah.
it. But I have employees that genuinely like me. I have coworkers that genuinely worry about me. Honest Tom, let me tell you something, guys. We really do have a mother-son relationship at work.
Aw.
It was so cute. Horror. When I wasn't feeling good, he's like, Cass, do you want me to get you a drink? What do you want to drink? Are you hungry? I'll make you some chicken. Okay? Do you need me to help you? Do you need help standing? I can do that for you. I'll get that for you. Like, he was so like, and again, he didn't have to be in there that day when I was freaking out about the loan. I was washing dishes. He came in. Cass, are you okay? Like, it because he speaks so low. And so it was just like, he's such a, so I have such a good dynamic, and we all work really well together. Sometimes we screw up, but like, for instance, remember I told you there was that was the event, that was a thing. So because I went home, guys, I fucked up the event.
Oh no.
And so they got to the event late. They didn't sell a lot. Food went to waste. And Honest Tom was really stressed because a lot of to-go orders came all at once. They piled up. It was bad. It was bad. So, that was what I was trying to get to earlier. But anyways, but that's, I'm sorry I talked so much tonight.
No, you're fine. It's usually I am Not good at being a talker.
You are when you want to be.
Yeah,
Many
I
days
suppose that's
you're
true.
very talkative here. You okay though?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
It's one of those. That's something I'm very bad at doing. I'll be like, "You okay? You okay?" But well, horror. Why don't you let us know what you're doing this week?
Basically the same kind of week as usual. I will be on the midweek hump on Wednesday. We're having the Fractured Filter on as our guest. He's a very nice guy, so come on by and see him. Thursday, I'm divided because last week I kind of randomly read a bunch of Aesop's fables on a live stream. And I enjoyed it, and they seemed to enjoy it. And I don't know if I want to play Baldur's Gate or if I want to do that again on Thursday.
You should do
I
that.
have not yet decided. And but Friday, either way, will be Baldur's Gate because I like Baldur's Gate.
I dare say, whatever pup is below you has agreed to reading.
Well, actually, she took off because I think the dogs are running after something, but the cat or something.
Ow!
You okay?
I gotta pop it.
Ooh, I hate that.
Very-
But yeah,
I'm fucked up this week.
Baldur's Gate 3 for sure on Friday. Saturday and Sunday will more than likely be 7 Days to Die. I may or may not, if assuming he invites me again, be on Wookie Be Bad's Something Something Saturday podcast, which is fun. And then I'll be back here again with my dear friend Starson, where we will talk about everything very frustrating and fuzzy. Because humans are animals too, especially those are always very frustrating. And sometimes they're fuzzy too. You never really can tell.
They don't bathe for a while, especially.
Yeah, that was gross. But for those of you who might be interested in supporting me, even though I don't have memberships or anything yet, you can just hop on by the evillaboratory.com. I don't know why I want to say it laboratory, but or laboratory, either way you want to say it. And use code StarMorata for 10% off on any of your shopping needs.
Laboratory. She's thinking of Dexter, that's why, guys.
It's such a better word when you say laboratory. It really is.
Sounds fun. It sounds more elevated. Laboratory, the problem is that when we were all kids, I don't know if they say it now in schools. That meant you're going to the bathroom. Who's gonna go to the laboratory?
Yeah, no, they definitely said that in school for us too.
And so I know it's laboratory, the V, but doesn't matter. You all said B anyway. As for me, you guys are gonna get some special treats this week. I am going to try to get out 3 videos.
Ooh.
Trying. As for me, you'll see me tomorrow. I am going to try starting streaming at 10. If the video goes out on time, I will not be on the live chat because I'm gonna be too busy enjoying my vacation with my husband. I'm so sorry. It's just the way it is. Then next Sunday, I should be on with Faye Queen and Peachy, and because the sinus infection's going away. Next Monday, you will then see me with my darling, my horror. And try if there's anything else. Or anything else. There's a puppy barking.
He's playing with his brother, I'm sure.
I don't think there's anything else. If you want to support me, I am I need to order the stuff first. I do have an affiliate link for a company. I have to buy their product to double check. I just signed up for the affiliates just automatically because I like who owns the company, but until I buy the product and test it out just to be sure, I'm not going to promote my affiliate link yet. Also, again, just for sanity's sake, it is going to get announced in the video, but if you want to be one of the first, no pressure, but I'll love you forever. If you decide you want to support me, you can buy one of my shirts. I just posted the link. Horror, do you have the link for your affiliates?
No, not on me. I can type it in. Hold on.
Well, just put it in the private chat. I'll copy and put it in. Because I don't know if it'll let you put the link in the chat because you're not a mod.
I don't think it will.
We shall see.
Stop that. There.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Nice.
Here you go, guys. Here it comes. Make sure if you're going to shop with Evil Laboratory, make sure you use that link so that way you can support our darling. Anybody who has clicked onto this video, do yourself a favor. Mosey on over to StarMorata. You see right over there. Go ahead, point that at my darling. Right there on YouTube. And just leave these on play. Get her those watch hours. We need her monetized. We're going for 1,000 by the end of the year. So come on, guys. What are we at right now?
For subscription counts, we're at 576 last time I looked, and for watch hours, I'm nearly at 1,200.
Okay, so we are getting there with the watch hours. It's only about 4,000 more. But we need to get those watch hours up. We need to get more of her accounts. We want to get to 1,000. So, woo! But all right, guys. Well, we love you. Remember, get your animals fixed, spayed, neutered, and get them their shots. Microchip them, and remember to tell people that are important to you that you love them and to be safe. So, Horror,
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.
Be safe.
Be safe. Say
Bye, everyone.